It's all good in the hood. Y'all, welcome, man, to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Every Wednesday at 8:30, man, y'all tune in because we be having some great topics, some great guests on here. Last week was still amazing. Appreciate that. And then, we always gonna have a good joke about OJ down there, but man, y'all know what's going on, man. It's the panel. We got Coach KD, we got Rest in Peace OJ, and Mr. Michael. He couldn't make it on tonight. He's due to work and he's still driving on the road, but it's all good, man. Tonight, man, we want to give y'all some information about the quantum mindset that we have daily, that a lot of people don't really understand quantum physics, and I can relate to that because I'm just starting to learn about quantum physics and the quantum mindset. Be that it may, that we have to learn, we have to grow every day. So with the quantum mindset, that is your everyday things to where we do is like setting your goals and things like that. But we have to understand it also is simultaneously understanding the two realms, and then you figure out how to put them in order. So, man, check this out. Coach KD, I'm gonna get started out with you, man. What you think about this topic tonight, brother?
First of all, I want to say it's truly wonderful to be in the land of the living, baby. I'm so glad about it. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm on this platform with you guys. I love it. I love it. Great topic. The quantum mindset. That's right. It's truly wonderful to understand that, how we think of is how we may go, how we foresee ourselves. Your mindset plays a big part in where you're going. So I'm interested in where we're going to go with it today. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you came up with it. OJ, what you got down there?
Yeah, man. Like you said, it's great to be in the land of the living, right? Above ground, never under.
That's it.
So yeah, great topic, and I feel because we deal with it every day. I mean, knowing and not knowing, especially with me being a chef, is like, okay, we have like one ultimate goal, and I can be doing like 5 other things at the same time trying to get this one thing accomplished. So it's like I have every thought, every idea in my head, right? But it's like I have to apply it at the right time so I don't screw anything up. So once again, like I said, we deal with it on a daily basis. If you ever had a German chocolate cake that tastes like scrambled eggs, because they didn't apply the quantum thing, because they didn't do it in time. So let's go. What you got, Keith?
Man, I'm telling you, that's a great German chocolate. Yeah. Now, man, I love it because just like we say, and I'm gonna take it a step further too, man. Coach, you gonna relate to this as you being the spiritual man you are. That's all it is, man. But we have to do. What I did learn about quantum physics is that you cannot change your reality by just speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to empty your whole self, like Bruce Lee said on the reel. He said you have to empty yourself and become water. So that means you got to get rid of all of those thoughts that you grew up with, man. You have to start over to change your whole reality from the matter. You can't change from matter to matter. It doesn't happen like that. You have to go to the quantum field, which is your thought belief, your belief system, your thought process. But also, we can't be our thoughts at all times, but we do have to be the observer of our thoughts so that we can make the right decisions in the quantum field so that we can grow together, y'all. We got to grow together, man. I love it though, man. That's just the bottom line, man, because what I've been realizing, more collaborations are starting to come about. And just like, any sports team you have, man, once you get 2 great minds or 4 great minds or 5 great minds together, you start to see things in a different light. And people don't even understand, things like that, quantum physics, because that's not an everyday topic, man. but we do it every day. So we need to start implementing these words and these type of lifestyles into the everyday society. So that's what we do on this show, y'all. For those who are new, we do self-development. We bring about awareness to things that you might not even think of, but you're gonna see it's in your everyday life. So that's what this topic is tonight. It's about everyday things that we do, everyday things that we get involved in, and it's all about your thought process. It's all about your belief system. So when we do things, you understand you're working out of your quantum. Your quantum. That's right. Self-development definitely is this. Definitely, this is the show for being better, getting yourself better.
That's right. Better,
gooder,
not better.
Gooder and gooder, as they used to say.
Yeah, better, not better. We ain't mad about it. Better, not better. We're going to get better day by day, you know. And when I think of it, you know, I'm thinking about broadening my horizons, getting away from traditional thinking, you know. What we like we used to talk, like we talk about oftentimes about the traditional conversations, you know, how you gonna think outside the box? How you gonna be a nonconformist to how you think? I don't want to think like everybody else think. Let me think of it a different way. Like how we say, a lot of times people say, if is your glass half empty or half full? You know. Half empty, half full, or did they even pour it at all? That's quantum thinking, you know. Did they even pour it? Where did the pour come from? You know, so we want to get you to exercising your mind and definitely thinking outside the box, you know. So you know,
embracing the uncertainty. That's what I was trying to come up with. Embracing the uncertainty. See, like a lot of things that we do in this every day, because we look at it social media, we get distracted so easily that we can't even get into our own thoughts and start controlling our own minds because our body's so in control. That's what we have to understand. Once you get your body out of control and put your mind in control, it doesn't make sense to some of those who don't realize it, but you have to understand. You wake up every day in a routine. You do things normally. You do things on a regular basis. So now you on automatic pilot half the time that you're not even thinking about the goal that you did set. You're not thinking about the task that is at hand because you are on automatic pilot. You're working out of the quantum just because that's what your subconscious mind has you doing. But when you start saying, hey, check this out, subconscious mind, this is the first thought on my head, and this is what I'm going to complete as before I move on to the next thing. So you do have to be aware. That is the biggest part of our day-to-day life that we are not aware. Everybody, I ain't gonna say all of us, but I'm gonna say a lot of us, we don't be aware of the things that's going on around us. It's like you can find yourself scrolling on Facebook, just damn, it's 2 hours done passed and you done finally got up on it. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do from that, OJ?
It's kind of like driving. You ever had to go somewhere, like go to the store, left from work or whatnot, and your mind is somewhere totally different, but it's like you're driving, but by the time you make it to your destination, it's like, damn, I'm here already. I mean, you know, whatever could have happened on the side. Because like you said, the subconscious mind, it kind of takes over. So, I mean, I'm not going to say mind control, but it is about controlling your mind.
Okay.
You have to. I have never seen, well, I ain't gonna say I've never seen, but I've never heard one of these billionaires or one of these scientists that I listen to, like Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza. I've never heard them say anything about not controlling the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if we're not aware of what we're doing every 5 minutes, you have to live in the now. A lot of people live their life out of past emotions, out of past trauma. So when you keep living your life out of the past trauma, what they say? Kiki, welcome. But when you keep living your life out of past traumas, man, you're going to keep getting the same results. But you always say to people, oh, I want a better life, or I want this and I want that. But you steady living out of that emotional past. which is the matter of life, not the field of life. See, because the field and the matter, the field is the energy. That's what we call the field. The matter is your thoughts, you living in the physical mindset, not actual physical, but the mindset that you have that you cannot get rid of. So once we learn that part of the game, that's what I did learn in health and life coaching, man, that we have to ask those whys. Why do I feel this way? What did this bring about? How did I react to this today? You know what I'm saying? So once you start getting yourself more into the field of the energy of your energetic self, then you will start to realize, okay, I made that mistake more than once. Let me stop doing it. Let me get back into my calm state to where I'm not getting excited about a conversation no more. I'm not even getting excited what people do anymore. So once you start living within you and get yourself out of that, what is that, traditional world or traditional thinking, you'll start seeing different people come around you because you attract what you want. The quantum physics is nothing but attraction your mirror. You got a mirror in front of you. If you give off of that negative energy, guarantee you're going to get negative energy from some people. Let me say that, because you might run across a person that's emotionally intelligent to where you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, I got to come to them different. I can't come to them like that.
And that's how it goes, equal and opposite reaction or something like that. In physics, equal and opposite reaction. But yeah. So you got to think of what the mindset is, though. You know, mindset is how you think of, you know, what's going through, how you vision yourself. Are you afraid to see yourself down the road? You know, are you going to do it the way everybody else done it? You know, it's always a blueprint. They often talk about the blueprint, right? Following the blueprint, right? So why not take the blueprint as a guide and then create something out of that guide that works for you? You get what I'm saying? So we all, you know, duplication. You hear that a lot, right? The blueprint and duplication. Yeah. But when you think, when you have a quantum mindset, you can take that idea and catapult it into something greater. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a foundation, the blueprint and the duplication. That's all how you want to see it, how you vision it for right then, right? But now you take that idea, and to get in a quantum mindset, you help it explode. That's what I'm seeing. You know that. I
like that question, Kiki. The reason why it's so vague because of the distractions that we hear. Some people can hear a horn blow and they start looking around. Nobody's blowing at you. Stop acting like everything is about you. We live in this selfishness shell of a body. So once you continue to be so selfish to where you don't even look at somebody else's situation, you don't think about nothing. People just blow all the time. You got people who start looking around like everything is for them. Everything ain't meant for you. And if you want everything to be meant for you, you got the wrong mindset. If you think everybody's supposed to be on your level, you got the wrong mindset. I take people as they are, but I place them where they need to be. Because you can't just keep on allowing things to happen in your life to where you say you want to grow, but you keep allowing, say, negativity to come in and just shape and form your new reality.
Woo! Woo! That part. I'm glad you went right there.
Yeah.
You know how
you can't do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was reading somewhere where it said the water will form. They had a study where water, they talk negative to the water, right? Talk negative to the water, and it didn't have a shape or a form, but when they spoke good things to the water, it came out like an icicle. And our body is made up of 75% water, so that's how what we say, what we put in, will form us into what we were meant to be, or what we aspire to be. So what we put in is what's going to come out. I love that experiment. I want to look it up, look into it some more. But that experiment brought light to me, you know, as far as what
but they had one experiment, Coach. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but they had one experiment where they played just cuss words, negative words to the water, and it started turning brown.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The water started turning brown. So you got, you know, just the quantum realm, period. It's just that fascinating to where you can see transformation by the vibration that you give off to the world.
That's it.
But it has to be consistent. Let me say that now. I don't want you just say, hey, I can be good today and tomorrow I'm gonna be a fucked up person. It don't work like that.
Come on now.
Once you are consistent in your actions, eventually you start leaving things, you start moving on, you start seeing different lighting. You know what I'm saying? Garbage in, garbage out. That's right. Get rid of it as soon as you hear it, because you're going to start realizing what it is before you even get to you. Go ahead, Coach.
So you said a word, consistent. I want to get on that right quick. So consistency, a lot of times is challenging to be consistent because it's not your norm. You're focused on what you've done traditionally, what you've done on a basis that somebody told you. Okay. Now, until you do your research and you find out a way that fits you, you become consistent. But not only do you become consistent, you become committed to being that, to being better, to growing. Not only do you come from consistent to commitment, now you're loyal to it. Get what I'm saying? Now you're going to be loyal to that change, loyal to that idea. Yeah. So you go from to commitment to
Dick Gregory said something. Dick Gregory said something that stuck with me. He said, once you put on the glasses of truth, it's hard to unsee anything that you see again. If it ain't in alignment with the truth, that's what it, you know what I'm saying, Crystal.
Hey,
all right.
Come on through,
yeah,
Chris.
But it ain't in alignment. But that's just like it says in the definition of quantum physics. You have to believe in that uncertainty, man.
That's it.
Once you believe in that uncertainty, that's like with I forgot. It was one of them neuroscientists. He was saying it. Joe Dispenza, I think. He said rehearse. It's like people memorize their past all the time, and they live out of that past, they live out of that trauma, that's why you have trauma bonding. You have people who went through similar situations. They might not even be a good fit for each other, but at that moment they're trauma bonded. They're loving each other's, they reminiscing off of a time in life that has already surpassed them, but they're connected by that bond of trauma that they went through. There was a similarity. And they're not even understanding that if I leave this past experience, I can see something better. So, like he said, you memorize your future just like you memorize your past, and you will see your manifestations come much faster. A lot of people, they oh, I want this, I am this, and no, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Once you forget everything and become new, that way you can go to that new place. Wow. See, I used to be in a new place a long time ago, but then you get reverted backwards. And then you say, hey, check this out. Get back to you, nigga. Then, boom, get right back into it. Now you're going back forward again because you already know where you was headed the first time before you was distracted.
That's the thing. Distractions. Too many things to do, too many places to go, and too many people to accommodate, right? So you're accommodating too many people. You're being a people pleaser. That's one of your distractions. Right. When you got too much to do, too much on your plate, that's a distraction sometimes. You know, it's challenging, and you have to be focused about it. You got to have the vision, see it before you see it, and see yourself down the road. All that makes a difference in how you're gonna move. Yeah. Thinking quantumly.
Because ultimately it's like you try to become everything to everyone, but you don't want to become everything to yourself. So now you're sitting up there trying to please the masses. Like you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but I'm gonna say this. Not even the masses. your loved ones.
Come on.
Your
Come
immediate.
on, that's
because
it.
see, when you get to a certain age, you don't even look at the world no more. Now you're looking at the immediate, the people that can get you instantly, that has access to you instantly. Not the people outside of the household, not the people outside of the circle of friends that you have. It's the people that's in the circle that can have you way out of character, way off balance. Yeah. And now you trying to get back focused, but you can't because they're right there.
Be mindful who have access to you. That's what we're saying.
Be mindful of the access that's granted.
That's it.
Stay out of your head. See, overthinking is not a good thing. That's a delusional state of living that we should not live in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Big.
Because see, once you overthink a situation, then you mistakenly make assumptions, and then you go the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So now you back on a comfortable road. That's what I'm gonna say. Now you go back to a comfortable road of living instead of keep challenging yourself not to brush with your right hand. I'm gonna brush my teeth with my left hand now. You know what I'm saying? So you stay mindful, stay aware of what you're gonna do every single day and every single moment. That's what we call time management, because I know where each second is going. I know where each minute is going. And when I don't have nothing to do, I'm gonna go read something that's gonna help my future, or I'm gonna listen to an audible that's gonna help my future.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wanted to stop right there and say I could truly remember when I was over analytical person, and sometimes I fall in that. You know, so it's imperative that we be mindful and recognize when that happens so you can get out of that place. You don't dwell in it. You don't stay in it, because you get to thinking and you got to catch yourself and cast it down. Okay, all right, now I'm thinking about this too hard. Let me trust God, you know, and keep on moving. Trust that he got me and the plan that he have for me, you know.
Yeah, that's... Like I tell people all the time, I don't mean to cut you off, Alejandro, but I tell people all the time, I remember when COVID first started, you see all these posts on Facebook about who believe in God and all that. God got me. As soon as COVID started, what they say? Oh, I gotta wear my mask. Oh, the only reason I put on the mask is because they told me to.
Yeah.
Now, when you got crazy faith, that faith that, man, I walk into a room full of bullets. I know hey, they not for me.
That's it.
It don't make sense, but that's the real faith, though.
Yeah.
It is.
Trust in the plan God has for us.
What Kiki say, child, it's hard. I'll be tired, boss.
This one right here, man. This one right here.
That's it. Crazy faith. That's it, man.
Crazy faith, man. Kiki, you need to quit it. Kiki be working like a Jamaican, huh? I got 5 jobs. I got 6 jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. That quantum mindset is like when I was reading up on it, man, it was so interesting, because it's like when they got to talking about, when the article I was reading, they were talking about how traditionally we learn in school. I got to go there because I'm a teacher, you know, and I was just thinking, how can I incorporate this to the kids to help them understand that, okay, you need to think outside of us. You need to think critically, you know, because you can make it even without a college degree. That's what they got to know. It's possible. It's possible, right. But you got to train your mind to do so.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's 100%.
See, no, what coach? Go ahead, Alejandro.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing with him. I said that's 100% correct, because they try and make you think like you need a good job. I mean, you need to graduate or have a diploma or something to get a good job. And
right.
I didn't go to Harvard. but my secretary did. So it's all about who you surround yourself with. So.
But no, what I was going to say, Coach, you can implement it in the schools by just letting them know, you know, the difference in the thinking processes, and start asking. We don't ask enough. Like I said that about 10 shows ago. We don't ask enough why. Like a kid always asking you, what time are we going to get there? Why we got to go over here? Why this got to be like this? Why? We don't do that no more, because like I said on that, remember that live I made the other morning about graduation? See, a lot of people, we think because we done graduated to high school that we ain't got to learn no more. We done. I'm good. Oh, I got my diploma. But who is the one who made up the whole system of the 4 years? Who said we have to go? Who said it would take 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, 4 years of grad? Who said that? So we got to start understanding it is a system already in the play to put you in debt, because you can go to college and you still cannot get your own business. But if we get on TikTok, find out how to do whatever we need to do, learn how to lay tile on TikTok. That's a trade school right there. So once we get back into the field instead of the matter of the fact, get back into the field of things, which is your energy source, which is your universe, your universe. That's why it's one verse. It's universe. Come on now. It's just you against the world, man. It's you versus you.
Yeah. I think it's still, we still allow the kids to have choice, right? So just bring more trades into the school system, right? And they still have a choice. You know, although we don't want to make them go through 4 years like that, but we want to be able to provide them the choice. So maybe you just want to be a fireman. You may just want to be what the draw the blood, what it is, phlebotomist, you know.
Right.
Or you don't have to go 4. You can learn something, perfect it, and make money that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But see, that's your job as a teacher. You in the position.
I accept the
You
challenge.
in the position.
I accept. Hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I accept the challenge. That's my plan. You know, wherever I may land next year, whether I be where I'm at still, or if I'm going somewhere, you know, I'm not worried about, because even if I don't have that, I'm still gonna teach them. I'll tutor. You get what I'm saying? You know, I gotta reach the kids. Because that's my call. You know, but also I'm good with my hands, so I could teach them even that trade. You know, carpentry,
right?
You know, tiling. You know, all that. Brick mason. All that is ready. That's still going. Back in 1950, 1945, when my dad and them came through, that's all they had. Trade school. They wasn't even finishing high school.
Back in 1950.
Read back electives, that's right. Culinary, home economics, where is that?
Oh man.
Home ec, baby.
It's gonna take you. It's gonna take you, coach. It's gonna take you, man.
That's what it is, man. But this is a great topic, man. That quantum mindset, because what first caught me is the mindset, period. Changing your mindset, period. Before you even think quantumly, you got to change your mindset from the beginning, straight out the gate. You got to think different, point blank, than what you traditionally thought as coming up as a youngster, or even 5 years ago. You know.
But that's what it goes back to.
Development about 10 years myself, though. You know, but still, each year something was different. I worked on something different. My first year, I had to work on cigarettes. You get what I'm saying? Getting it out of my system.
Coach, that goes back off into saying that energy. You got to remember, you got to be around the right energy, man. But it has to be consistent energy, though.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're in a book club, every Monday, you know y'all going to read the book on Monday. So you'll put yourself in, you'll put your suit on, and you're ready for that energized conversation that you're going to have on Monday.
Yeah.
So when y'all tune in on Wednesdays at 8:30 to the Elite Mancast, y'all got to put y'all suits on and be ready to receive this positive energy. You know what I'm saying?
One thing
and
I
stay
always
consistent.
say, yeah, be consistent and see yourself down the road. That's that vision part. We lose that. A lot of us lose that. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of us lose that vision. Afraid to have vision for yourself. We always want to have vision and want our kids to aspire to be something, right? But we get grown and we don't want to have any more vision. Remain teachable. Set goals. Plans, goals.
But that's where the distractions come in at, bro. Yeah. If you sit down doing your homework, right, and then your big brother come in the house with his boombox playing or his iPod playing, now you distracted from your homework because your subconscious mind has already told you to look up. Mm-hmm. Because now your body is in control. That's like I said, when you see women walking down the street all the time, when a horn blow, some of them turn around.
Right.
But those who are focused on their I ain't gonna say goals, but those who are focused and aware, they know the horn wasn't for them.
Right.
Because she's a woman and she lives in her feminine and she knows you can't be blowing at me, man. Because that ain't how a man is going to approach me. She has that in her mindset already. She knows how a man is going to approach her. So she lives in her quantum field, not her quantum matter.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when she lives off of that energy, that's a totally different person. She don't live off of what somebody thinks about her. She don't live off of that. Yeah. And just like a man, he don't live off of that.
That's good.
Just like in some of those TV shows, a guy gonna pick up a woman and he pull up outside, he honk the horn, she go running outside, like, hey. So he not going knock on the door.
You ain't gonna knock on the door. What happened to that? You know, but that's what it's come to. You know, nobody understands that moral of the game no more. Everybody's in that microwave society. I gotta have it right now. Yeah, pot roast takes some hours to cook. You can't cook a pot roast over 5 minutes. It ain't a 5-minute meal.
I want what I want and I want it now.
J.G. Whitmer.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's where the process comes in, man. We got to be aware of processes, you know, being willing and able to go through the process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. A lot of things don't happen overnight. Because even when I wanted to stop living like I was living, I couldn't do it in one night. I couldn't do it in 1 year. It took some time, you know. And that's why I enjoy this platform, the Elite Mancast, because it keeps me on my toes. I can't get on here talking about no bull crap. You know what I'm saying? I got to be ready every week, and I love that. You know, I love that.
Challenging your mindset, man, and just to stay on the self-development travel. You know what I'm saying? We can't be on a self-development this week talking about Elvis next week, talking about OJ. That's not self-development. So we give these topics to where we can grow from internal, you know, and then even if we do backslide, it's still about going forward with your steady, getting back on track, because you can start over 15 times. It don't matter.
Oh, absolutely.
As long as you understand the starting over part, not being discouraged because somebody else's actions or somebody else's mindset is telling you don't do that, you can't do that, that ain't what you showing me. And it's like, nah, it's not about showing you, it's about me staying focused and staying aware of where I'm headed so that I can level up, so I can get to the next level of people.
The journey.
You gotta get because you gotta get to the level of people though, because there's some other people out here that's educating themselves every day as well. But if you stay in your same circle of people, y'all are not growing together.
Right.
Because somebody has to break free. It's like a fast break. When you coming down the court, you got 4 players on 1 player on 4 on 2. Somebody has to go wide and somebody kind of come right down the middle. Now, who gonna get the ball? We don't know. But if we all running together and with this mindset of not deterring, now we go into this basket regardless of what y'all talking about.
That's it.
You know,
We don't score.
So you got to stay focused with a group of people that's focused, man, on one goal, on a goal that's in the same familiarity.
Yeah. Common goal.
And that's becoming a better person.
Right.
So if you hang around naysayers, you hang around people who always talking about what they gonna do and not doing anything. Yeah, we don't talk. We go to start acting. There's numbered action around here.
Yeah. We gotta understand that the journey continues. You know, that this journey continues. ... You know, you don't know what's next, but you can foresee where you want to be. That's the vision. I'm saying. You know,
right?
The journey don't stop. You work on the journey every day. That's how you remain teachable, because you don't see the journey, but you're in the journey. You know what I'm saying? The present tense. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
No, man, we have to be, man, because like I said, a lot of times we do get distracted, and it's easy to get distracted, but you know, once you set that goal, like we say, that's the quantum physics of it. That's quantum mechanics. Let me say that. That's the quantum mechanics of it, to where as you setting your goal, you're going after it, and then you know you stay in a course. But a lot of times, we know that, you know, things happen in life and people happen in life, but we still move forward. If you want what you want, because I've heard a lot of people say, man, sometimes everybody can't go, even the ones you love the most.
That's right.
Yeah.
You better believe that. Everybody can't go.
Nah,
that's a true story.
Yeah, everybody can't go, man. Yeah, it's just like if I was still hanging out in the streets telling cats, boy, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Yeah, they gonna look at me like, no, you ain't. You standing right here with us. So telling somebody your ideas is not healthy. We're talking about healthy relationships with people that your sister, your mother, everything has to be a healthy relationship in order for you to feel that type of energy to believe in the unpredictable. Because if you get around two people that's always talking about two people, your energy is it's out of alignment, because your subconscious is listening to conversations that you heard in the past, and that's familiar. So we do get comfortable in the familiar settings. So once you start challenging yourself and you start being around challenging settings, it's like somebody will tell you, oh man, I can't sell that. No, you don't want to sell that. Just say that instead of saying what you can't do. Because we hear that word can't. I raise mine, tell you what you can't. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say what you can't do.
So when people say that about they can't sell, I often think about supply and demand. Sometimes you don't even have to sell it. If you present it and they need it, they're going to get it. You get what I'm saying? Right. So they don't think outside the box. You know, and I always thought of myself as a spontaneous person, you know, and that's why when you came up with this topic, I was like, wow, I could do stuff off the hip, like right off, you know what I'm saying? I can make it boom, you know, some people can't do that. But what I like about it is that, you know, unpredictable, you know, life sometimes can be predictable, but it's okay for things to happen. It's inevitable that things are going to happen, and you got to be able to move with it. You get what I'm saying? You got to be able to think ahead of yourself. Don't get stuck.
But let me give you this right here. I feel like this right here. Once we stop saying box, because it's not a box there, it's a belief system. Just like we said, generational curses. Right. It's not a generation of curse, it's a generation of conversation. So you're thinking outside of your belief system. So call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't imagine our thoughts in a box. You
Well, see,
feel me?
some people can't. I can because I think about geometry. I think about math. A box
What's
figure.
a box though?
A box
Right.
to me.
That's the math. You're the math teacher.
It's closed
You're the
in.
math teacher.
It's closed in. That's what a box is to me. That's why I think of it in the box.
Some boxes got an open part.
If I want to go outside,
don't a box got an open cap in it? Don't you have to put a lid on some boxes?
Yeah, but it's closed.
Is it an open box or a closed box? Because a box can be open and closed. Says who?
Says me. When I'm thinking about the box.
But let me ask you this. So when you're thinking outside of the box, that means it has to be an opening for you to get out, right?
No, not necessarily. It's gonna be it's this section. Listen now. You got the box here. I'm not even in the box. The box there stands alone, and I'm outside of it. I'm never in it. So it don't have to be.
So why not?
It don't have to be.
Why not have a? But is that a belief system? Is that a belief system or is that a box? Is it a belief or a box?
So you say belief.
Is it a belief?
It's so you think of. It's so you think of. That's what I'm saying. If you're never in the box, you ain't got to get out of it.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. That you said, oh man. Now we teaching around here. Now we teaching.
What'd you say? What'd you say, OJ?
Who called it a box?
Who calls it a box?
Who calls it a box? It could be an octagon.
There you go. Or a pentagon. Or a hexagon. Come on now. It could be any of those gons. A polygon. You ain't even got to have the same number sides. As long as you ain't in it and you thinking outside of it, you good.
You good. Yeah, as long as you change that belief. But see, that's what I mean by getting into a different realm, man.
Yeah.
You quit using these same cliche sayings that they said in the past. That way
I do get what you're saying.
That's why I say abundance rising or either grand awakening. Because good morning, that means you're only mediocre waking up. But if you say abundance rising, I feel like, man, I woke up in abundance. Or grand awakening, that means that was a big interest. That was a big awakening. You know what I'm saying? So when we keep speaking the same words that we were taught, that we just got through saying, you got to unlearn everything that you were taught. So in order to unlearn everything you was taught, stop speaking like they told you to speak.
There you go.
Change up your speech. And that way you can feel differently. I feel more powerful when I tell somebody grand awakening or abundance rising. I feel like I gave them some power for that. You know what I'm saying? Only if they in tune with the words that they're listening to.
Right.
Because a lot of people just going through life on a psych journey. Yeah. They staying inside of an old realm that they just don't want to get out of. So they can't even see. Yeah, they can't even see the abundance in the awakening part. Yeah. They can't see what's grand about opening their eyes.
Right. That's it. They got to do things on purpose. That's where I'm at. I'm doing things on purpose. Not
intentional living.
Yeah. We got to get to that place.
No, that's amazing, man. When you get to that place, intentional living is what we all should be doing. But I know, like I say, man, it's life be life, and but the moment is, the thing is, you stay in that moment for the time that you need to be there, and then you head right back into the future that you was looking for. Okay, boom, I took care of us. That's why I always say solution-based mindset. So if you walk through life with a solution-based mindset, I guarantee you that you'll get back to the future faster than you will the past.
That's right.
Then you'll stay in that past environment, So it's like once we start understanding solution-based mindset every single day, how can I see it coming to me? How can I block it? You got to be a boxer, man. You got to be a boxer every day of your life because them punches coming. Now, where they coming, how they coming, I got to watch his shoulders. I got to watch his footwork. I got to watch his eyes. But I got to be very aware and self-conscious of this guy in front of me.
Observe it.
And the hardest opponent you can have that's in front of you is you.
That's it.
That's the one that be beating you up.
That's it. You get in your own way.
You quit believing in the uncertainty because of something that you heard in your left ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, where does that fall in? Stick and move, stick and move. You got to be ready, Kiki. You got to be ready because they show swinging when they see you on the rise. When somebody sees, they're going to challenge you.
That's why my dad.
Yeah, that's what they do.
My dad told me one time, you got to drive defensively. When he first was teaching me how to drive, I didn't know what that meant. You know, but now I understand that defensively, you're on the lookout, you're observing, you know, you're aware. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not going through life like that, being aware, you're gonna slip up.
Yeah, I mean, I was almost sideswiped on the interstate.
Really?
A truck trying over, not using the signal, not looking in his rear view, not checking his blind spot. He in an 18-wheeler.
Come on now.
The only reason I moved is because I can't see myself driving a dented up car. Right. But I mean, if I was in that old mindset, hit me. I'm ready for it. But
but now, man, staying in that unknown, man, that's the hard part that we don't like. But we have to stay in the unknown. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I know it's gonna be great. I trust and believe that this is gonna be that everything is gonna work out for me for the betterment of me. You know what I'm saying? I trust and believe that this new world that I'm walking into is gonna be better than this last one I lived in.
Wow.
These are the things that we already talking into existence, man. I already know that everything is working out for me. I got that job already, or I got that new house already. Man, I see myself like Billy Carson say, if you want to manifest anything, he said, like if it's a vehicle, you got to know exactly the color you want, the type of car it is. You got to know what's under the engine. You got to know the tires that you want on there. And the most important thing of all, you got to go test drive.
Yeah.
So you test drive your future just like test drive a car. It's like I say all the time, I want to learn about this because I know how to fix a car. I know how to cut my hair, but I don't know how to cut my brain off and cut it on to things that I need to cut it off and on. See, a lot of people, they want to study talk shows and what's on TikTok and what's on this show and that show. I don't want to know what's on them shows unless I'm just in total relaxed mode. And that's only on a show, not a TikTok reel. But I'm just saying is when I'm focused on where I'm headed, I'm not gonna let something just come out of nowhere and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna get beat up no more. Let me say that.
Yeah. I mean, even the Bible tells you to, write the down, make it plain. Like, it don't say anything about education.
Okay. Wow. That's it, man.
Well, I feel like life is your life experiences will teach you better than any book that you can pick up. I believe that wholeheartedly. Because I feel like, hey man, once you done got put out your house 15 times, I know you're gonna know the 16th say it's time to do better. Some people go to jail one time and some people go to jail 10 times. So, it's always a difference in the person too.
At some point, you're going to get sick and tired.
But you do have to stay aware.
Because I know them 17 hours I did, I'm not going back. And it was
That's good. 17 a good number.
That boy say 17 hours.
You ain't had to take a number from nobody.
I was supposed to be in there for 24 hours, but because I knew the major, and then my brother was a deputy sheriff, they gave me my own cell.
Oh yeah.
Looking at these other people walking back and forth, I'm like, man, these people look crazy. And then I ended up getting out early. Then it was like, hey, your ride's on the way. They was like, who is this guy? I never went back. Nope.
That's it.
Man, Van T. I'm telling you, Van T, that ain't no joke. But nah, man, we do have to read though. We do have to read the books. We do have, and what was so crazy, man, that I was because I've been like I say, I ride and listen to these audibles all day. But I was listening to this one guy, and he was like, a lot of us don't read because we get tired of the little words.
Yeah.
The words too small. Come on, see Cat Run. Look at Jane walk. Yeah, we're gonna sing back. Tony, don't even try. Ain't nobody but Coach gonna beat us up, man. He the only one. Oh Lord.
Education
coming after us by the
remember now, if you take it all the way back, they ain't even want us to read. And they tell us that if you want to hide it from a black man, put it in a book. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Right.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
Because some people fall off into that comfortable category, man, and they love it there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I done seen whatever. I used to be one of them guys who wanted to be the hardest dude. Oh, y'all hard over here? Well, let me show y'all what hard is. You know. Oh, y'all can dress over here, but let me show y'all how to dress.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like, man, I wear a t-shirt and some gym shorts into the fanciest restaurant with my flip-flops on.
Now.
And wouldn't even care. You know, I got the money for y'all. What y'all need? Money or clothes? Which one you want? Yeah. You want these money or you want these clothes to be right?
And I want my food hot.
And my food hot. You hear me, man? Yeah,
that's
man.
Right.
But
that's right.
But nah, that's a major key in this realm, man. That we do have to understand. You can't change your life by matter, and matter meaning your own personal thoughts. You have to drain your thoughts to gain new information so that you can see yourself in a better light, man. And I don't want to tell nobody that, you know, hey, I'm the smartest guy, nothing like that. But all I can do is explain to people what is helping me get to a better life, get to a more energized production of people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, man, I got people numbers in my phone that just amazes me sometimes. I just look at that and be like, damn, man. Dude is really a millionaire, but this woman's really a millionaire, you know. And you got to understand that they give you these numbers because they understand you. Oh, he's not one of them. He's not gonna call and bother me. He's not gonna call and beg me because I'm living in my own purpose. You know, I'm living through my own purpose. I have to.
Yeah.
Because I done been around the coolest drug dealer in the neighborhood, the one who had all the money, who had all that. Yeah. But I know how to move around people who are influential, who are, you know, I'm not starstruck by any means by anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can always live in my purpose and live not out of my past experiences, you know, because some people see people on from TV and they just go crazy. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Man, if you don't sit down but the human being, Joker just took a better turn than you did. That's all. I ain't gonna call him a joker, but that smart man took a different turn. Calm down. Don't get starstruck by people. That way you can be around them people to get that new information. But if they see you excited, they see you living out of the matter instead of that energy field. See, once you live in that energy field, man, you come in that room, you present, your presence is going to be way greater than a lot of people who are around looking nervous, looking at everybody who come through the door.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care who come through that thing. Y'all gonna understand when I'm in that thing. That's what I be doing.
That's right. But respect beget respect, man. That's what you gotta know. And that's what we do, man. It don't matter where we at, you know. I done been in rooms with you, man, and you feel the room, you know. So and that's just what it is, man. That's who we be, you know. The journey, we're ready for it. We're ready for it, and just to be affiliated with millionaires or no millionaires, that's not a thing, because you soon will be.
It's letting you know you next. That's letting you know you
soon
next.
will be. It's in the neighborhood. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Even if it take another 5 years, you're next.
That's it.
And I'm not mad at how long it's gonna take. I know, well, Colonel Sanders started the business at 50-something, 54 or something like that.
That's
Walmart at 62. You gotta remember, man, it takes time, man, for that pot roast to cook. I'm telling you. The chef knows.
All along the journey, you're building. You're building your repertoire. You know, your arsenal.
Right.
You know, you're getting these nuggets. You know how to perform in different situations. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You know, you're gonna be that guy. You're gonna know what to do when the situation arrives. Because many situations are gonna come. You know.
And there is a such thing as receiving your blessing too early.
Yeah.
It's like God's not preparing the blessings for you. He's preparing you for your blessing, right, Coach?
That's right. And look, I graduated college in 2012 online, and then I went and got my master's. 2014, I got my master's, right? I didn't get a teaching job till 2021. You get what I'm saying?
Man.
Because I kept living, though. I kept living.
Right.
I ended up opening my own business in that time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I say that consistency.
Yeah.
That's why I say that consistency, man. That consistency. Now, you can take a little break.
Yeah.
But when you come back, you got to make sure you're coming back for what you really want, man.
Yeah, that's right. But see, you're learning as you go. So he already knew I wasn't ready when I graduated.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that constant money like that. I had to build a work.
So what if you would have got the teacher job before you was ready? That's what Alejandro was saying.
Yeah, I probably would have been kicked out the door.
You been kicked out.
Huh?
You would have been kicked out. That would have been like me making the money now. You know, if I would have like 10 years ago when I was just,
you would have blew the money. You probably would have blew the money, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I wasn't ready for no constant money. I was used to getting money, you know, here and there, but I never had consistent pay.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I know I had to learn how to manage, you know, things like that, you know. So I'm grateful. Though.
Yeah, man. So just know, y'all, man, like I said, we're not the smartest, but we are the most informed at some of these topics because we do our due diligence. And me, myself, I'm gonna speak for me that I do live in this future world that I'm really wanting to be a part of. And I do my best to keep some great energy around me so that I can see a better day. I don't have to worry about locking my doors at night. I don't have to worry about not leave. You know, I can leave my keys in the truck. You know what I'm saying? And I live in Liberty City. But at the same time, my energy has protected me from so many situations to where that's what I mean by living out of the field. Your energetic field should always be at a higher point to where, man, if they do take the car or they do take the truck, it's another one right around the corner that got my name on it. It's going to have more, you know what I'm saying, details in it. So living out of fear will keep you in a bad place. Living out of assumptions will keep you in a bad place. Overthinking the situation will keep you in a messed up place, man. Because you will never be happy if you overthink. You will never be happy. I lived there for a long time, and I promise you, I used to assume way more than I do now. Because I still assume sometimes. because I'm human and I'm getting rid of that habit. You know, I'm getting rid of that trait of me. But when I was really just in a depressed stage, see, a lot of times we be depressed and we don't even know we're depressed.
Yeah,
that's a part of life that we're not. A lot of people don't want to talk about. But man, some people will be so depressed that everything that come their way, nah, that ain't good for me. I'm good.
Yeah.
So they just staying away from any type of challenge. I don't want to challenge myself today. I don't want to challenge this. So it's like, come on now, what we gonna do in reality, man? Are you gonna sit here and complain about it? Or are you gonna say, hey man, it's a new day, man. I'm gonna wipe off my tears. I'm brush my shoulders off and get back up.
Try again. Dust yourself off and try again. I can't say that. I'm not a singer, but I love that one. Dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah, keep working with
that. Was the funny part. Yeah, man.
I like that, man.
But man, this definitely was a great topic, man, and it helps us. Like I say, this is a self-development platform, man. That's what we basically set our goals on. We set our topics on helping people see things from a different light, helping people find their inner greater self, you know. Say I'm bipolar, and with my health issues I'm facing now has to put me in a mental and emotional in a bad place. And that's because you're living out of your past. You're keeping those thoughts. You're keeping them past thoughts. Read up on bipolarism. Read out bipolarism and then start dissecting the part that you are in that. And that way you can start understanding. Read about depression, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Read about it and understand what you need to do to change it. Yeah. Because that's the biggest part about all the things that we do in this world. Once we learn the information, top to bottom, we can start getting out of that state. That's like people say, well, I'm diabetic. I don't see why. Learn to eat more iron. Put more iron in your body. Stop eating the bread. Stop eating the rices. You won't be diabetic no more.
Do the work.
Change your diet from the meats to the fruit. You got to understand that we are the gods. If you was born not hatched, you are God, man. Whoever was hatched around here, y'all on this line, this is a problem.
Snake baby.
But now, if you was born in God's image, man, which we all have the same DNA of God. So, you know, we have to understand that we have the ability to create, recreate, reproduce. And that's why a lot of people don't get these, oh, I'm putting on black today, that's going to be gangster. You got to understand, black is life, man. Black is growth. Because you are in a dark place, you plant the seed in a dark place and you get something out of it. So don't look at black as being something that's bad. White is when you see the end of the road, right? At the white tunnel, the end, you see that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So you got to understand you're about gone. But if you keep seeing that darkness, that means you have an opportunity every day to grow into a better person, man. Because you're in a dark place. Hey man, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead, coach. What you got going out of here?
I'm gonna say, first of all, it was a great show, man. I'm glad that we did this, the quantum mindset. I want us to think as we go out that our life won't change until we change our life. And by changing our life, I mean changing our thinking from the beginning. How you see it. Where do you see yourself? Those are the things I had to ask myself before I could even change. I had to take initiative because I was in a dark place, like what we were talking about. And like you say, something can spur up. Growth comes from that dark place, man. But we must do the work. That's all I got.
Rest in peace, OJ.
Once again, it was a great show. Coach, mold also comes from a dark place. Pointed out.
With moisture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, and it'll keep growing too. Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. But no, I want to leave out, you know, stop putting a period where God intended to put a comma. Just because you think it's over, like, you know, when we put a period, that's the end of something, right? But when you put a comma, it'll extend it. So he's still working on you. Don't think that you're done.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, that's definitely good. So yeah, man, I'm just glad to be here, and it was good, man, because living out of past emotions, overthinking, not believing in the uncertainties, brother, sisters, that will hold you right there. So all I can say is, man, believe in your future more than you believe in your past. And don't let nobody distract you that is not beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if it's a money play, yeah, you can distract me. But if you just being distracted by just senseless conversations, low vibrational conversations, miss me. Say, man, y'all have a wonderful evening. And I really want to say thank everybody for tuning in, man, because this was really well deserved, well needed, and we all did, you know. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Peace.
One love.
One love.